Hey friends, I am in a little bit of a different setting today. I am at home in my kitchen and I had an idea for a video that I think now is the right time to do because I have a market coming up in a few weeks. So I have lots of cutting boards, serving boards, some smaller inventory that I'm getting ready to sell there. And so I wanted to kind of explain and give a little context for why I market cutting boards different from serving boards. Obviously, at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. A customer can take it home and use it whichever way they prefer. But I use them differently in my home, and I just kind of wanted to share a little bit of the differences in the building process. So here I have one of my Purple Heart and other scrap wood serving boards. I did a video on these a while back if you want to go check that out. But this one is made with face and edge grain. So when a log is milled, it's milled the direction of the tree most of the time. And so you get the growth rings going this direction. And then the cutting board that I have prepped is an end grain cutting board. So you get that cross section of the tree. Along the side, you would get that face and edge grain. And then the end grain is the actual surface area that you would use. So, a couple of the reasons why I think this is important to make a distinction is when you are cutting on a surface that's face grain versus edge grain, they're going to behave differently and it's going to affect the longevity of that piece. Cutting boards are usually a little more expensive with end grain, mostly just because they take more work. There's more glue ups, there's more involved in getting the wood direction that way. These don't really take all that long. I made 4 of these in a few hours. This one took me a few days. But I don't know how much you guys know about trees and wood grain, but essentially, how I've seen it explained that was really helpful is if you picture like a bundle of straws going one direction, because trees are very porous, especially certain types of trees are very porous, and they're literally like a line of fibers that are very directional. So if you take a knife and you cut across face grain, you're going to be slicing through those fibers. So those straws are going to get cut. And so as you use a serving board, if you are cutting on it, you'll get way more scratches and you'll have to upkeep it a lot more frequently by sanding and re-oiling it. If you cut into an end grain cutting board, those fibers almost kind of separate and split and the knife goes between them. Obviously, with long-term use and consistent use, they will still get scratched up, but it takes a lot longer and they last a lot longer. So you still need to upkeep them, keep them conditioned and oiled, but you don't have to do it nearly as frequently as a face grain cutting board. So if you just keep the face grain boards for serving, for putting out meals, snacks, breads, whatever, they'll last a lot longer and you'll be able to minimize your upkeep. And also, these are generally a cheaper board. So if you keep them well, they're a really good deal. Cutting boards can be a little more expensive, but that's because they are built to last longer. So if you're interested in any of my boards, they are available currently on my website. I'll put that link down in the description. But if you have any questions, let me know. And if you do it differently, let me know because I'm still learning. I don't know everything. But I just kind of have some processes and distinctions that I make in my business and just wanted to kind of explain that to you guys a little bit today. Thanks.